Good afternoon, USFFL. Week 4 is underway. 5 games on the schedule. 2 of those 5 already in progress. We're going to pick up that action live and carry you through the night as the USFFL is live again tonight. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see if this game is in progress, and a close one too. So our game that got started early tonight, the earliest, is Cincinnati at Tennessee. Bengals coached by Jeff Winlett, and the Tennessee Titans coached by Pete Quagliarini. There's a 4-yard flat pass to set up a 3rd and 11 for Tennessee. Titans inside their own 15, trailing by a touchdown, 9 minutes left. So a must-pass situation here. Trey Hendrickson, the big blitzer here for Cincinnati. Dolphins at Bills is also underway. We'll check on that one here shortly. Short pass, and that's going to be caught. 11 yards and first down yardage. Will Levis on his card. Connects with Kyle Phillips. Move the sticks, and the Titans are out to the 25. And I just realized that you're not seeing the game. Let's switch to that. All right, you were looking at me. That's why I double-check things. Otherwise, I'm bound to make a mistake. So the Titans, again, 1st and 10 at their 25. And here's a flat pass. DeAndre Hopkins, receiver result, and Hopkins makes the most of that. First down yardage, pick up a 12 on his own card. And another first down for the Titans. 8:24 and counting. Titans with the ball. They trail by 7. Titans have outgained them 348 to 228. And much better on 3rd downs, too. And the turnovers are actually even. Here's a flat pass, yak opportunity. And then Tajay Spears has got an 8-yard pickup on that, but a personal foul on Cincinnati. And that's going to move the ball across midfield for the Titans now at the Cincinnati 40-yard line. Bengals led 24-7 at halftime, but have been shut out here in the second half as the Titans have come marching back. Here's an off-tackle run, and brought down right away is Tajay Spears. Defensive end Sam Hubbard on the play. 2nd down and 10. First of 5 games we'll be covering here tonight in the USFFL. Here's a little button hook pass over the middle, and Tajay Spears can't get it, incomplete. Spears with a chance on his right column, flat pass, but couldn't get a completion. 3rd down and 10 here again for Tennessee. Deep dime here from the Bengals. Still 7 minutes left, so you got to figure not 4-down territory. But the Titans do trail by 7. Back to pass. Levis looking short. Receiver double-teamed and incomplete. Good call there by Coach Winlett, and it did save a 1st down reception. The double team was on Kyle Phillips. Carded for only 15 catches, so a good call there by the Bengals sets up 4th and 10 at the Cincinnati 40, and the Titans indeed will go for it. So they are looking at it as 4-down territory right now. 4th and 10 at the Cincinnati 40. Titans are going to split out 4 wide receivers for Levis. Spears is the tailback. And back to pass. Levis looking short. He is going to Treylon Burks. Levis on his card, forced to scramble, runs around the edge, and he is brought down short of the first down. He gets 6 yards, and it's a turnover on downs. Levis on his first scramble of the day couldn't quite get it done, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34 with 6:36 remaining and a 7-point lead. Joe Mixon right up the middle and a pickup of 5. 6 on the white die beats that nose tackle. Cincy in the 2 tight end offense. And a 6-yard run right up the middle. And Mixon's got himself a first down. And a little flat pass goes for 4 yards. Jake Browning hitting Joe Mixon. And just noticing Jake Browning. Indeed, Joe Burrow got hurt in this game. Derrick Henry is out for this game. Of course, a lot of these could be some fatigue that is forcing players to sit. I've got the research done on that for the rest of our games for the evening. This one kind of snuck up on us, and I wasn't sure I'd get here in time. But we're here for the ending. 4.5 minutes to go. Big 3rd and 6 here for Cincinnati as they continue to try to run this clock out. They're at their own 49, so critical play here for the Tennessee defense. 3 wide receivers split out. Tennessee in a 3-4. Burrow, or I should say Browning, back to pass. Short and no good, incomplete. Tried to get T. Higgins and couldn't. 4th and 6 at the 49. And Bengals are going to punt. Brad Robbins is going to cough and corner it. Angles it out of bounds at the 18. So not as deep as he would have liked. 3:54 to go. Tennessee at home trails by 7 to the Bengals, 24-17. So 4-minute offense here for the Titans. 82 yards away, flat pass, and that's going to be caught, but a 3-yard loss. Chigozie Okonkwo found a terrible roll on his right column, and it's 2nd and 13. So immediately, Titans start behind the sticks. Clock drains down to 3:18. 4 wide receivers split out again. And back to pass. Levis looking short, trying to hit his tailback Spears, and incomplete, but a penalty. And they're going to call him actually for intentional grounding. Didn't get it close enough to the target. Loss of 7 and loss of down with exactly 3 minutes remaining. Titans now 3rd and 20 at their 8. Back to pass, and we've got a little dump off here. Levis going to DeAndre, and that's going to lose a yard. He does manage to get out of bounds, but 4th and 21, Tennessee at their own 7. 2:42 to go, and they will punt. I think that's the right call. Stonehouse a pretty good punter, I think. Yeah, I'm looking at his card. He certainly is. And Ryan Stonehouse, 51-yard punt. Across midfield, fielded at the 42-yard line of Cincinnati by Charlie Jones, and a short return out to the 44. And so Bengals now with a chance to legit run the clock out. 2:24 remaining. Bengals have the ball. They're up by 7. Both teams, all 3 timeouts remaining. 2 tight ends set here with Mixon the tailback. Short yardage defense, run right up the middle. Mixon goes right into it, and nothing doing. 2nd and 10. We'll see if he wants to stop the clock on this side of the 2-minute warning. He does not, so we reach the 2-minute warning here. In Tennessee, home team still trails. Bengals up 24-17. 2nd and 10. Short yardage defense. Here's a screen. Mixon going to try to get the clinching first down here. Burrow on his card. Yak opportunity for Mixon. He's got good yak, but a bad roll. And that's just a 4-yard net. Good break there for the Titans, who call their first time out defensively. So that stops it at 1:52 left, and another big 3rd and 6 coming up right here. Cincy from their own 48. They'll stay in the 2 tight end set with Mixon the tailback. Titans in a 3-4. Here's a quick out flat pass. 2-men in zone. Dangerous pass here, but it does go to Burrow's card. And a receiver result gains 4 yards to Hudson and sets up a 4th and 2. Tennessee calls their second timeout. 4th and 2 at the Tennessee 48. And the Bengals will coffin corner it. They're not going to play around. And that punt angles out of bounds at the 8. There is a penalty. It was offsides against Tennessee, and that's going to move the chains. So just when it looked like Tennessee was about to get the ball back for one last drive, they come off sides on 4th and 2 punt and give the Bengals the first down that is essentially going to clinch this game. And with that, it looks like the Titans are going to drop to 0-4. There is 1:37 seconds left, but they only have 1 timeout. And Jake Browning takes a knee. Tennessee burns their final timeout. 2nd and 11. 2 more knees here should about do it. Maybe get it down to about 10 seconds. Takes a knee. That'll get it down to 45 seconds, so he might be able to just take a knee here and call it done. And takes 1 more knee. That's going to get it all the way down to 1 second left. So we got 1 second left here. And the Bengals have a 4th and 13 at their own 46. I'd say it's safe to just take a knee again, and it looks like that's what he's going to set up to do. And that should close it out, and does, for the Cincinnati Bengals. Go on the road into Tennessee and escape with a 24-17 victory in this game. Bengals improved to 3-1 and retain their lead in the AFC North. The Titans still looking for their first victory. They fall to 0-4. Tennessee was 8 of 16 on 3rd downs. Titans were just 2 of 10. And the Bengals outgained them by over 100 yards. Nevertheless, it's the Bengals on the road, 24-17 with the victory. All right. So we're going to shut down that game. It sounds like possibly Coach Pete might be on his way. Talk about his disappointing loss. Let's go ahead and head out to Miami, or I should say out to Buffalo. Let's see what's going on in the AFC East tonight. And let's see. Looks like the game's not pulling up right away. I'm wondering if I got the right code. We'll check it a second time. As we welcome Pete to the
Hey, Tim, how
stage.
you
Pete,
doing?
how's
How
it
are
going
you?
tonight, Pete?
I'm good, Tim.
Oh,
How are
not too
you?
bad. Buddy, I am all right. Sounds like you were close in this one. Tell me a little bit about how it slipped away. I noticed you outgained him by 100 and dominated the third downs in this game, but somehow he escaped with the victory. Tell me a little bit about it, buddy.
Well, playing a little shorthand without the king. That's and
Was that
one of my
because of just rest, fatigue, or
yeah
was he actually
fatigue.
hurt?
Yeah, fatigue. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to be without Pacheco. We're, a lot of us are in that spot, buddy.
yeah, that was a tough to start, and I didn't know that. So I think the thing it came down to most was I went 4-and-out on the first series. I kicked off, punted. He returned it for a touchdown. Next, I think the next two series later, I punted and fumbled within the 10. So I think
Oh,
I was
brutal.
down 21-0. I think I was down 20. Yeah, 20. Then I came back 21-10 at the half. But getting down by that much that early was tough
Yeah,
to
it was actually
overcome.
24-7, I think, at the half, and you got 10 points to get back in the game, and you had your opportunities. I was kind of surprised you went for that 4th and 10 with about 7 minutes left. I thought there was time to punt it, but you went for it and got it, but just kind of couldn't put the game away at the end.
You know what it was too, Tim? Ty J. Spears, I had nothing left. I didn't have another running back. So I was out of running backs. The rest were blocking backs. So I tried to run him a few times, but I think you can only run now when he was fatigue level over 3, I think he was. On the 1 get you positive yards or what is it? Wrong. So 1 and 2, I think you guessed right on him. So I couldn't run the ball, you know, in the fourth quarter. So I had to
Yeah.
throw, and he just called passing every time. So I didn't have a lot of choice, but he played a great game. He stopped me twice on fourth down. That hurt. This was a game I think one of the probably the few games I may have been able to win. This team is not very good. I hate this. I
Yeah,
hate to
you're
say it.
struggling with it for sure, I've noticed.
We play when we play in the preseason. I said, oh, maybe I can do okay with this team, but as you kind of play more and more, it's just a terrible defense. A lot of penalties for some reason. They got a bad penalty card, so I'm getting penalties up to where I was trying to see how many penalties I actually had in this game. I had 9 for 62 yards.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, so that was kind of a killer. And then I stopped him on fourth down, and he punted, and I was offsides. He got the ball back, and that was the game.
Yeah. And did you say that he had a punt return for a touchdown?
Yeah,
Oh, that's brutal.
yeah. So that
In a game
that
you only lose by 7, that's something you always hate to see.
at that point, Tim, I was like, okay, I just want to get this game over, no injuries. I'll start taking guys out, So I had already committed to losing this game, but then I started coming back, and I was like, maybe I can make a game of this. And I hate to play meaningless games and games that aren't fun. In the beginning, it wasn't fun because I was just getting demolished, but then it started getting a little fun, and I hope Jeff was having a little bit more fun because it was getting a little closer. But then maybe he's getting a little worried in the fourth quarter when I was only down by 7. But hopefully I put a little fear of God in him just for a few minutes anyway.
That's right. Well, listen, it is never too late You just gotta, 0-4. You gotta turn it around here soon. What were the Titans carded as? Didn't they get like 6 wins, something like that last year?
Six, and I don't know why, Tim. I can't get on the camera for some reason, but maybe stream guest or something.
So the only thing I can assume is one of two things: either your computer doesn't have a camera, or I've made this mistake before. The camera is up right at the very top of your screen up here, and I had to literally slide the cover across to open so the camera could see out. So you might check
because it
that.
says camera and it has a line through it, and I'm trying to hit the thing, and it says your browser has lost connection to your camera. Make sure no other apps aren't. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I will have to. I'm happy to work with you on that. I know we worked on some other things. Technically, I'm happy to work with you on that later when we can someday. If you want to let me know, I'll be happy to connect to you and see if we can't figure out why that is. But yeah, I would think it would just, if there's a red line there, you just be able to click it. So
yeah, that's what I thought. But maybe I'm doing something wrong. But always happy to talk to you, Jeff. Always good to see you, my friend. And hopefully I can right the ship soon, because I don't want to go winless in the league.
The way I look at it is, even if I'm 0-15, I'm going to be plowing for that 16th win, that 16th game, trying to get that win. So
yeah, no,
that's all we can do.
I'm going to do my best. Good luck to you. I don't know when you're playing, but good luck this week, and I'll talk to you soon.
I'll be playing the Jets tomorrow night. I appreciate it, Pete. You have a good night, buddy.
You
all
too,
right,
Tim. Take care. Bye.
All right, everybody. That was Pete Quagliarini, coach of the Titans, kind enough to pop on after a disappointing loss to the Bengals. And I tell you what, I'm going to show you right here. I thought we were about to jump to the other game, but I've made a miscalculation. Bills and Dolphins is already over. So I forgot that there was a sub in this game. And so let me go ahead and pull this up for you right here. So you're looking at the screen now, and there you can see it. Michael Emerson has posted it. I forgot that we did have a sub for Tony Tilleria. We hope he's doing okay. Tony's the assistant commissioner, and he's down in the hurricane-ravaged part of the country, so we're hoping that he's okay. He did share with me that things are kind of tough for him right now. So that's why we've got a sub out here for him. And with that sub, the game went a lot faster than I expected. Tony usually plays a lot slower pace games, and I was expecting to jump on and catch the end. And it's too bad that I did not, because this one was a barn burner, folks. Check it out. Dolphins win it 42-41. Let's take a look here. Wow, they beat Buffalo. Dolphins were 1-2 coming in. The Bills were 3-0. So the Dolphins desperately needed this. Wow, look at all of that. 543 yards offense for Buffalo. That's the number one offense in the league, by the way. But they still lost. Wow. Halftime score was 28-14. Josh Allen had another 4 touchdown passes. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe that gives him 16 touchdown passes in 4 games, an average of 4 a game. But he's only 3 of 1. So congratulations to Tony Tilleria on picking up the win. Congratulations to Michael Emerson for earning the win. And the Dolphins improved to 2-2. Buffalo falls to 3-1, and the AFC East has tightened up. So let's see now where that leaves us. Put you back on my pretty face here. We had other games, but we may have to sign off. Let's see if we have any coming up here shortly. I was expecting to be broadcasting the Miami game right now. So looks like we are still about 30 minutes away from Falcons and Jaguars. So we do indeed have a little time here to kill. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and I could sign off, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put this onto a delay. Just leave the broadcast up. We've already labeled it. Let's go ahead and leave it up. So we're going to put this broadcast on a delay. For those of you expecting to watch the full broadcast, We're covering 5 games today. You can see them right here. And when I say here, I mean here. We're covering 5 games today. Bengals Titans just went final. 24-17. Bengals went on the road. Dolphins in a big win on the road at Buffalo, 42-41. So sorry I wasn't able to broadcast that one, especially the finish. We got 3 more coming up. Falcons Jags, Seahawks Giants, and Broncos Bears. They all begin at 7:15 Eastern, so a little over a half an hour from now. And I will be back live at that time to cover it. Until that time, let's go ahead and mark it on a delay. And I'll see you again in about half an hour. All right, we are back. Let's see about our next game. And here we are. Welcome to Jacksonville. The Jaguars are 3-0. Big division win against the Texans last week to take the division lead. The Atlanta Falcons are 2-1. Falcons will get first possession today from their own 25. Today's our first broadcast look at new Falcons coach, Zach Kaplan. Welcome, Zach, to the league. And he opens here with a screen pass left side to his tailback, Bijan Robinson. A nice pickup of 9 on that play. 2nd down and 1. Two tight ends. Robinson is out. It's Tyler Algier now at tailback for the Falcons for the 2nd and 1. Andre Cisco up close showing blitz here. And taking the bait, looking short, back to pass. And it's going to be caught. Kyle Pitts has got it for a 1st down. Gain of 11. Jaguars are coached by Joe Golden. And as I said earlier, they are off to a 3-0 start. First and 10 at the 45 now of Atlanta. Bijan Robinson back in at tailback here. And here's a pitch out to Robinson going around the edge. The defense is look and run here, and Bijan on his card beats it nonetheless with a short gain on right. 1st down yardage across midfield to the 40-yard line of Jacksonville. Gain of 15 on the play. From the 40-yard line. 2 tight ends. Good roll there on the opening drive for the Falcons. Here's an off-tackle run, and Robinson's going to get 2 yards on that one. That time Robinson had the benefit of his wrong column, but the dice didn't cooperate. 2nd and 8. Tyler Algier back in the game for Atlanta. Algier 6th in the league right now with 5.8 yards per carry. And he'll carry it here off tackle, left side to Algier. Goes to the defensive card, and Algier breaks through the 2nd level. 15 more on the ground for the Falcons. To the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Defense looks run, back to pass. Looking short and no good, incomplete. Desmond Ridder was looking for Drake London on that play. Couldn't get him. And it's 2nd and 10. Falcons are 4th in the league with 169 rush yards a game. Defense looks run again. Back to pass. Short. And this one's no good. Desmond Ridder misses on his card. And it's 3rd and 10 at the Jacksonville 23. So from right here, the field goal is 2 through 8, 11, and 12. You're 1 yard away from 2 through 10. So a little variable assist could help. On 3rd and 10, Falcons split out 3 wides. Hollins is in the slot now. Out of the nickel, the Jags again showing blitz with Andre Cisco up close. So those crosshairs are going to be there for the taking if the Falcons want it, but they don't go here. Pitch out, Bijan, and brought down right away. Bijan Robinson rolled a 5 on his in-run wrong column. Right around a bunch of short gains. Here comes a field goal attempt. It is up and good. And the Falcons draw first blood. Younghoe Koo with a 40-yard field goal. And it's 3-0 Atlanta. And after a touchback, Jags will take over 1st and 10 at their 20. 3 wide receivers are going to split out for them to start the game. There's a first down look-in pass over the middle. Man in zone. He's targeting Zay Jones on the play. And it's a receiver opportunity, and Zay Jones has got himself a 7-yard catch. That'll make it 2nd down and 3. We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff. Seahawks at Giants. The night will close with Broncos at Bears. Here's a key on the running back, but it's a screen pass. Flat left side. This one's going to the running back, Etienne. And it's going to be a nice yak opportunity set up for him. And Etienne's got a lot of yardage. Etienne picks up a long game from his own 32. He's across the 50, inside the 30, inside the 20, and all the way for the touchdown. 68-yard touchdown catch and run for Travis Etienne. And with the extra point, the Jags are out in front 7-3. Travis Etienne has A-rated yak and a dot on his card. Falcons now begin with a 4-yard run, 2nd and 6 at the 29. Big play, yak yardage. 2nd and 6 off tackle. And that's Tyler Algier, and it's going to be actually a dead ball penalty. Jacksonville came across early. So it's a 5-yard penalty marked off, and it's 2nd and 1 Falcons. Two tight end offense. Algier stays in at tailback. Defense looks pass. Here's a draw up the middle. Tyler Algier, and he's got himself a nice carry. 9-yard pickup. First down out to their own 43 now for Atlanta. Injury on the play, though, is Jake Matthews. Wow, that's the starting left tackle. Run block 4, pass block 7. So a big injury at tackle here. Let's see how long Jake Matthews is out. He is out for 3 more weeks. They're already without their center for 2 weeks. So the Falcons' offensive line, a couple of backups are in right now. 1st and 10. Jags are crash and run again, but back to pass, looking short, and Drake London's got it, and a first down for Atlanta. Now across midfield at the Jacksonville 44-yard line. Jacksonville defense rated good to excellent against the run and poor against the pass. And with that, back to pass. Desmond Ridder looking short. Avoids the rush, but he's flushed and he's dumping it off. Right side to tailback, Bijan Robinson. Yak opportunity for him, and Bijan not so lucky. That'll go as incomplete. And it's 2nd and 10. There's an off tackle and 4-yard pickup there for Algier. Jags called run again defensively. They've been calling run a lot here. They know their opponent. 3rd down and 6 now for the Falcons at the Jacksonville 40. They're not in field goal range yet. Falcons are 0 for 1 on 3rd down so far. They got 3 wide receivers split out here. Safety up close, showing blitz here again. Out of the nickel. Back to pass, Ridder. He's looking short, and he's going to have to dump it off. In the flat, that's going to Drake London. And London has got the catch and the 1st down. 2nd catch of the game for Drake London. This one for 7 yards. Move the sticks. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 33-yard line. And back to pass again, looking short. This one's to Jonnu Smith. He's got the catch. 1st down inside the 20 and tackled at the 17-yard line. Into the Jacksonville red zone on a 16-yard catch. Bijan Robinson back in at tailback. Jags again with the safety up close. So the Jags by default are going to show blitz today. Back to pass, short and no good, incomplete. That pass intended for Drake London. Caught the defense looking run, but Desmond Ridder couldn't hit it. 2nd and 10 at the 17. Andre Cisco up close, showing blitz again. No deep zone to cover here for him. And back to pass, Ridder again, looking short and caught. 1st down yardage, Drake London. It was a mirror of the play before. Defense looked run, and we went short to London. This time he catches it on Ridder's card, and it's 1st and goal at the 6. 2 tight ends. Bijan Robinson, the tailback. Defense looking run it is. Pitch out, Robinson around the edge, and he's brought down at the 2. It's a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and goal at the 2 now for the Falcons. Full house formation. They're going to try to finish it off on the ground, and no. Desmond Ridder tried to sneak it and lost a yard, and so it's 3rd and goal at the 3. That actually was on the defensive card. So big 3rd and goal on the 3 here for the Falcons. They are going to come out with a full house here again. Jaguars in a 3-4. They show blitz. Defense crashes run. Back to pass. Short and incomplete. Bijan Robinson couldn't reach it. It's 4th and goal at the 3. Here comes Younghoe Koo. They're going to kick it, and it's right through. And with 4:30 to go here in the 1st quarter, a couple of field goals by Younghoe Koo. But the Jags are still on top, 7-6. Jags take over now at the 25-yard line. 2 more games on tap in the USFFL tonight. There's a 1st down run up the middle. Travis Etienne, and he's got just 3 yards. Center Luke Fortner couldn't make the block necessary. 2nd and 7. Falcons safety up close, showing blitz as well. Out of the nickel. Because the Jags have 3 wide receivers on the field. Little flat pass going to Calvin Ridley, and a yak opportunity for him, and that's going to be 2 yards only. Calvin Ridley, not the best, with his E-rated yak. 3rd and 5 Jaguars. Lawrence now out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Falcons out of the nickel. Bud Dupree and McKay, the outside linebackers. Etienne already had 1 catch. Here's a flat pass going right back to Calvin Ridley. He is double teamed, but it goes to the 0-man column, and a nice pickup of 10 yards. Trevor Lawrence, 4 of 4, 87 yards, and it's 1st and 10 at their own 40. Lawrence back to pass, looking short, and it's a receiver opportunity going to be caught, but a penalty is going to wipe it away. 5 yards back up the offense. It's 1st and 15. And here's a little quick out pass going to tight end Evan Ingram, his first target, and he's got the catch. And he breaks loose of a tackle and almost to 1st down. Pick up a 12 on the play for Evan Ingram. And gets the Jags a much more manageable 2nd and 3. They'll split out 3 wide receivers again. Falcons stay in the nickel. Falcons rated poor against the runs and average to poor against the pass. There's a button hook right over the middle to the tailback, and Travis Etienne can't make the catch. And the Jags have a 3rd and 3 now at their own 47. First incompletion for Lawrence. 3 wide receivers splitting out here again. Etienne, the tailback, and indeed, here's a run up the middle. Etienne is going to try to get it on the ground, and he does. Pick up a 7, move the chains. Just the 3rd first down so far on the game for Jacksonville. Now into Atlanta territory at the 46. Three wide receivers split out, and here's an off tackle. Travis Etienne. Left side goes for 5 yards. It looks like Zay Jones has come up hurting on the play. Zay Jones is going to be out for 3 more weeks. 2nd and 5. Here's a square out pass. Calvin Ridley. Linebacker is in zone. Jags seem to be attacking those 0-rated linebackers on the outside. They're good blitzers, but neither is good in pass coverage. And in fact, Ridley makes the catch, and he's got himself a long gain in the flats as well. And he's going to go touchdown. The 2nd flat pass touchdown of the day for Trevor Lawrence. This one, 41 yards to Calvin Ridley. Snake eyes on the 0-man column. Extra point is good. And with 54 seconds left here in the first quarter, Jacksonville extends to a 14-7 lead at home. Atlanta will begin at their own 25 now. There's a first down run off tackle, Tyler Algier, and good yardage. 7 yards on first down. Algier still at tailback, 2 tight end set. 2nd and 3. Right back to him. Off tackle, left side, and Algier. 7 yards and a first down, but he loses the ball. It's on the ground. There's a scrum for it, and it appears that the Jaguars have recovered the fumble. They have indeed. Algier coughs it up. And the Jaguars, with the game's first turnover and in defensive territory, we've reached the end of the first quarter and head to the second. Jaguars on top at home, 14-6 over the Falcons. They begin 1st and 10 at the Falcons' 39. And a nice run of 3 yards by Etienne. A longer run was saved by the good call on the defense by Zach Kaplan. 2nd and 7, screen pass, and that's going to be caught by Etienne. Pick up a 14 and a first down. Down to the 22-yard line. From right here, Brandon McManus is 2 through 9 and 12. Here's a flat pass. Evan Ingram, he's got the catch, and he's down the left sidelines and brought down inside the 5. Pickup of 19 on the play. And it's 1st and goal at the 3. Full house formation, pitch out. Bigsby, and he's going to be brought down right away by Bud Dupree. Good penetration on the outside. 2nd and goal at the 3. Still in the full house are the Jags. Here's an off tackle left side. This one's going to Etienne. Odds are really good. Defense called pass here. It does go to Etienne's card, and it's a touchdown. 3 yards to the left side for Etienne. His 2nd touchdown of the game. And an injury on the play to Luke Fortner. And that's the Jags center. Extra point was good. Jaguars are up 21-6. It looks like we've locked up, so we're going to have to get out of this and come back in. We're only minutes away from kickoff of our second game tonight. Seahawks and Giants. So some Jaguars with some big breaks here in the first half tonight. A couple of flat passes that turned into long gains for touchdowns. And also they recovered a fumble in Atlanta's territory. With that, they're up 21-6. Falcons now have the ball 2nd and 9 at their own 43-yard line. Still almost 12 minutes left before halftime, so plenty of time here for Atlanta. No need to get out of their game script. As we said, their rush offense ranks 4th at almost 170 yards a game. Algier going nowhere that time. They sniffed out a draw offensively. Good call, Coach Joe Golden, and it's 3rd and 10. And with that, Desmond Ritter will drop into the shotgun. 3 wide receivers split out here. And Ritter back to pass. Looking for his halfback, but can't. He's going to dump it off. Little flat pass out here to Scotty Miller, and he's got it for just 4 yards. Quick tackle by Trey Herndon. So 4th and 6. Atlanta in their territory. They're punting from the 46. And Pinion with a nice boot down to the 5. Jamal Agnew underneath it there. And a nice return out across the 20 to the 24. The Jaguars continue to look good here. They're up 21-6, and they've got the ball. 1st and 10. They'll come out with 3 wide receivers. First down, flat pass. And Evan Ingram, again, beats the linebacker on the outside. Brushes him aside and goes for 14. Jacksonville just having great success in the flats today. There's a first down run to Travis Etienne, and that's going to be right through the secondary, and a 15-yard run for him. 6 carries, 36 yards. They're already out to the 47. Here comes another run and another short gain, Travis Etienne, and big yardage there. 26 yards on that run. There is an injury to Jeff Okuda. But it's 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 21. That Okuda injury is to a cornerback rated 0. Here's a flat pass, Evan Ingram, and he's got the 0-man column and another long gain. Touchdown of 21 yards. Trevor Lawrence to Evan Ingram. They've done it again. Extra point is good, and the Jags on 3 flat pass, long gain touchdowns are hammering the Falcons in the first half, 28-6. Boy, you got to feel bad for the Falcons here. Three flat pass touchdowns in one half. So the Jags coming out strong. 4 touchdowns already, and we still have more than 8 minutes left in the first half. Falcons taking over now at their own 25. Back to pass, Desmond Ridder, short and no good, incomplete. But penalties, and in fact, penalties on both teams, so we'll replay the down. Bijan Robinson, the tailback. I don't expect the Falcons to abandon the run here. And in fact, here's an off-tackle draw sniffed out by the defense. They called run and snuffed it for a 1-yard loss, and the ball's on the ground. Bijan Robinson coughs it up, but it looks like the Falcons are going to fall on this one. And they do. Boy, disaster almost struck again. Second and 11. Here's another draw, and they sniffed it out again. A 2-yard loss. So Joe Golden up by 22 points. Boldly guessing run here against the Falcons and making them pay. It's now 3rd and 13. Jaguars all over the Falcons. 3 wide receivers splitting out here. Off tackle left side, Bijan Robinson. He's got a modest 7 yards. That's 4th and 6, and the Falcons are punting right away. Pinion with a 46-yard punt, and it bounces off a Jags player, and let's see who's got it. The Falcons have recovered it. So a special teams goof, and the Falcons catch a big break. Turnover, 1st and 10 now at the 30. Back to pass, looking short. Caught. First down. 15 yards and a personal foul to boot. Mark it off more yardage, and it's 1st and goal now at the 7 for the Falcons. That was quick. Bijan Robinson at tailback. Defense looks run, back to pass. Short. Going to Bijan, and no good, incomplete. But there is a pass interference against the defense, and the Falcons are now 1st and goal at the 1. So as you would expect, here comes that full house formation. Back to pass and incomplete. 1st and goal to the 1. Tried to cross him up. Ritter was looking for Pitts in the back of the end zone. Couldn't get him. 2nd and goal. Still at the 1. Still in the full house. Here's the key on Algier, but back to pass again. This one's short for the touchdown. Desmond Ritter hits Bijan Robinson for the short 1-yard TD. Ritter's 10th of this season. That'll make it 28-12, and I think maybe he's considering going for 2 here. We're at the 4:30 mark, and indeed the Falcons will go for 2. Tried to cut this to a 14-point game. 2 tight ends are in. It's Bijan Robinson behind Ritter. Calls run, and Bijan around the edge gets it. Hits the short gain on right on his card yet again. Only needed 2 yards and got the 2-point conversion. And for those who are watching and not just listening, I just lost the game. So let's see if we can't open it back up again. We also have, it looks like, Seahawks and Giants now underway. We'll see if it lets us back in here. They may have actually had a crash. The way it went down so fast, I wonder if it crashed. We've seen some crashes when extra points have come up. Well, no, it looks like we're back up. In time for a possible turnover here. All right, so it is 28-14. That 2-point conversion, as we saw a moment ago, was good. Jags have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 37 with 3:36 remaining in the half. This is an important drive here. 1st down, off tackle draw, and nothing doing. 2nd and 10. Etienne could not get it on that one. Three wide receivers split out here again for the Jags. Back to pass. Trevor Lawrence looking short. This is going to Jamal Agnew, and no good and complete. And that'll make it 3rd down and 10. So Falcons with a chance to get off the field here defensively. Lawrence out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers on the field. The deep dime here from the Falcons. Lawrence back to pass. Looks short. This one's going to Evan Ingram to the receiver column, and no good. Ingram could not pull it in, and it's 4th down. And the Falcons do indeed force the punt. And that's a punt of... Wow, that's going to roll dead at the 7-yard line. 2:06 left in the first half here. Falcons get a chance. Back to pass. Ritter looking short, and he's going to be flushed. And we have a dump off now. This one's going to Van Jefferson. And Jefferson's got the catch on the 1st down up the right sideline. Pick up a 10 as we reach the 2-minute warning in Jacksonville. Jags are up at home, 28-14. And on 1st and 10, here's a little button hook to Bijan Robinson, and it's incomplete. Robinson had a shot at his wrong column on that flat pass, but rolled the 7. Bad break, Falcons, 2nd and 10. Both teams all 3 timeouts still. Robinson stays in the game here at tailback. And he's off tackle, and he's going to go nowhere. Defense guessed run. So Coach Joe Golden still being aggressive with those run calls defensively, even with a lead. Third and 10 from the 17. Falcons split out 3 wide receivers. Jags in a nickel. And they're going to go for the run up the middle. Bijan Robinson's good for only 4. And so that's going to make it 4th and 6. And the Falcons will punt from their 21. There's 1:15 left. Jags did stop the clock there. And a beautiful punt. Snake Eyes is a 66-yard punt, but a 22-yard return there from Parker Washington of the Jags. And that gets the Jacksonville offense out to the 35 to start there. 3 wide receivers on the field. Lawrence in a shotgun. Little flat pass left side to Calvin Ridley. Man in zone. It's incomplete. That on the right side, or the right column for Lawrence. 2nd down and 10. Here's a draw up the middle to Etienne, and he's going to get just a yard. Jacksonville will burn. I'm so sorry. Make that Atlanta burns the timeout defensively. It's 3rd and 9, Jacksonville, at their own 36. 52 seconds left. So Atlanta may still want an opportunity here. Their safety's up close, showing blitz out of the deep dime on this 3rd and 9. Watch out for Evan Ingram. Lawrence back to pass, and no, he's going short to Christian Kirk, and he's going to be forced to scramble, though, up the left side and across the 1st down yardage and across the 50, tackled at the 49 of Atlanta. Trevor Lawrence scrambles for 15 and a 1st down on the play. And the clock runs down to 30 seconds left in the 1st half. Jacksonville at the 49 of Atlanta. Makeable range goes out to the 39 for Brandon McManus. So another 10 yards here for a field goal attempt. 3 wide receivers split out. Here comes the flat pass. Right side to the tailback Etienne, and he's going to lose a yard. And another injury. This one's to Christian Kirk. Some big injuries tonight. Christian Kirk's only injured for the next 22 seconds, however. So 2nd and 11 right at the 50. 22 seconds left. Jags looking to get in field goal range and extend to a 3-score lead. Lawrence back to pass. He looks short and goes to the defensive card, and that pass is incomplete. Intended for Jamal Agnew. Interception split roll, but he missed it. And it's 3rd and 11. There's only 8 seconds left. I'm sorry, 15 seconds left. Falcons staying in that deep dime. Lawrence is in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks across the middle short, and that's going to be picked off by the Falcons. Intercepted at the 32-yard line. Here comes the return up the sideline across midfield and brought down at the 47. There are 8 seconds left. And so from the 47, Atlanta needs 10 yards for a makeable field goal range of their own. So one shot at a first down pass and a timeout. Two tight ends, Pitts and Jonnu Smith. Bijan Robinson beside Ritter in the shotgun. Jags in a deep dime. Back to pass, looking short. That's going to be caught and brought down after a first down at the 37. Clock stops on a timeout, and with 1 second left, here comes a 54-yard field goal attempt. Younghoe Koo can hit it on a 2 through 6 and 12. He's got it, but a penalty. And Atlanta is flagged for the offsides penalty, and it wipes away the field goal as the half runs out. So we reach halftime in Jacksonville. Jags are up 28-14. Let's go ahead and peek in and see what's going on with the Seahawks and the Giants. All right, here we are in New York, where the Giants are up on Seattle by a score of 7-0. An interesting score, considering the Seahawks are undefeated and the Giants are winless. But a 6-yard touchdown pass in the first quarter from Tommy DeVito at quarterback to Wan'Dale Robinson. Giants are up 7-0. Halfway through the first quarter, Seahawks facing a 3rd and 10 at their own 27. Geno Smith with an interception, and he's 0 for 4 on the day. So that's a bad break so far. Back to pass, looking short. That's caught. Tyler Lockett's good for 14 yards. And as we were just referencing, that would be the first completion of the day for Geno Smith. Here's a flat pass left side and can't get it. Intended for Zach Charbonnet. 2nd down and 10, Seahawks. They'll split out 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. And cross him up with a draw. Right side, Zach Charbonnet on his card. He gets just 2 yards. It's 3rd and 8. We mentioned the Giants are 0-3 on the year. Their defense is rated average to poor against the runs. Average to good against the pass. Trying to get off the field here. Giants are coached by Coach Scott Kaplan. And the Seahawks are coached by Dennis Crowley. 3rd and 8, back to pass, looking short and no good. Seahawks trying to get it to Jackson Smith and Jigba. They're going to have to punt it from their own 44 on 4th and 8. Michael Dixon is on. He leads the USFFL at 55 yards a punt. Not a good roll here. But that ball does come dead with no return after 47 yards. So that's inside the 10. A good punt there, and it's 1st and 10. Giants begin at their 9. I mentioned the Giants are coached by Scott Kaplan. He's been with the Giants every year since the very first season of this league's existence. He's at the top of our list. First down pitch out, Saquon Barkley, and he's brought down. Nothing doing. That on the defensive card with a linebacker in the zone. It's 2nd and 10. Seahawks defense rated average against the pass. Average to poor against the run. Coach Crowley likes to take chances. He's got his safety up close here, showing blitz out of the 3-4, Condre Diggs. And on 2nd and 10, DeVito back to pass again. Looking short. This one's going to Wan'Dale Robinson's got himself a first down, too. 14-yard catch and run for Wan'Dale Robinson. And the Giants are out to their 23. For those who may not have picked up on this, let me show you something here live. As we've mentioned here, you are watching a drive here by the Giants, who are coached by Scott Kaplan, who's been with our league longer than any coach in the league. Well, right over here on the other network, this is his son coaching the Atlanta Falcons. And they are struggling. Zach Kaplan looks like just had an interception thrown by Desmond Ridder. And the Jaguars, up 31-14, are already in the red zone to begin this possession. So the Jags, well on their way to a 4-0 start. We head back to the Big Apple. Bobby Wagner with a sack of DeVito on that last play. It's 2nd and 19, Giants back at their 14 now. Here comes a flat pass. DeVito going to Wan'Dale Robinson on the right side. And Robinson's got another catch. Good for 6 yards. 3rd and 13. DeVito not likely to have big numbers, I wouldn't think, on his short pass card. Plus 12 is the best he has on the right column. He's a good must-run quarterback, it looks like. He's average, but he sure gives a lot of opportunities. 3rd and 13, Giants splitting out 3 wide receivers. DeVito in the shotgun. Safety up close showing blitz. And looking for a deep ball here. The deep zone is empty, but the safety blitz is on. The pass, he gets it off, and it's incomplete. DeVito went to his own card and couldn't hit it. So 4th down and 13, the Giants will punt from their 20. And that's not a good punt from Jamie Gillian, just 36 yards and fielded at the 43. Short return for DJ Dallas, and the Seahawks will begin this drive, 1st and 10 at their own 49. Off tackle, Zach Charbonnet, and he's going to be brought down right away. Nothing doing. Dexter Lawrence, the nose tackle, with the 6 rating. Shut that down on the defensive card at 2nd and 10. These two teams so far, just 64 yards of offense. Second and 10. Here's a pitch out. Charbonnet going around the edge, and he's going to get 6 into Giants territory, brought down at the 45. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Kenneth Walker is out resting for fatigue in this game. That's why we're seeing so much of Charbonnet. He's the tailback here on a big 3rd and 4 pitch out. Charbonnet going to try to get it around the edge. And Zach goes to the defensive card and can't get the block from his tackle. Comes up short. 4th and 2 Seahawks at the Giants 43. And normally, aggressive Dennis Crowley would go for this, and he does indeed. 4th down and 2 Seahawks at the Giants 43. Blocking back set, Charbonnet, the tailback. Giants out of the 3-4. They do have the 4 linebackers, giving them a little bit of an edge. Short yardage defense call. Pitch out. Charbonnet to the defensive card. And this time the end makes the block. Cody Parkinson springs a 9-yard run. Move the sticks. 1st and 10 Seattle at the Giants 34. Charbonnet out. DJ Dallas now in at tailback for Seattle. They're staying in that base run set. And here's a flare out to the tight end, Will Dissly. And actually, it's going to be a dead ball foul. 5-yard penalty on the offense. So 1st and 15 now. Seahawks stay in their base run set with DJ Dallas. Here's a screen to Dallas and caught him looking run, and he's going to go for 10 yards. So nice pickup. Get back to penalty yardage and more. It's 2nd and 5. Same basic run set here again from Seattle. But this time back to pass. Gino looking short, but he's going to be forced to dump it off. Over here in the flat to Tyler Lockett, and Lockett goes for a 7-yard gain and a 1st down. 1st down is the good news, but actually that was a bad roll in the 0-man column of a flat pass. Moves the sticks nonetheless. 1st and 10 now at the 22. Back to pass. Gino short and caught. Lockett gets it. His 3rd catch, 10 yards and a 1st down. And the Seahawks are now at the 12. 2 tight ends. Still DJ Dallas at tailback. He's carded for only 16 touches, but again, the starting tailback is out with fatigue in this one. And there's an off-tackle draw, DJ Dallas, and he's going to be brought down after 3 yards. 2nd and 7 at the 9. And that'll take the flat pass out of the equation for the offense. Charbonnet is back into the game at tailback. Here's the key on Charbonnet, and he breaks through around the end and goes for the touchdown. They keyed him, but without a linebacker in zone, he went to his right column, and he got the snake eyes and a short gain on right. That's a touchdown, Seattle. On for the extra point, Jason Myers. It's good. And this game is all tied up at 7 apiece. Let's go check out Jacksonville, see what's going on. Looks like Younghoe Koo on 4th down is lining up for a field goal. Currently a 24-point lead. Jacksonville's up 38-14. Field goal by Younghoe Koo is good. That'll cut it to 38-17. We are not to the 4th quarter yet, but it's still a 3-touchdown lead for Jacksonville. So we'll come back over here to the New York game where we've got a fumble. And let's see, it is on the ground and loose. Who's got it? The Giants were looking deep on that play. And we're waiting for this play to resolve itself. Come on. And there it is. So the Giants recover their own fumble there. It is 3rd and 4 for the G-men from their own 40. Two tight end set. Might expect something from Barkley here. Short yardage. It is off tackle, though, to Barkley. So that's going to go to Barkley's card and get just 1 yard. And worse yet, a holding call. That's going to be declined by Seattle, making it 4th and 3 at the Giants' own 41. So expecting the Giants to punt there, and they do. And Gillian with a punt inside the 20, settling down at the 10. And looking to return it there is DJ Dallas, but he'll fair catch it. And the Seahawks will begin this drive at their own 10-yard line. 12:18 to go. 2nd quarter, we're all tied up at 7. First down, there's a flat pass to the left side. Colby Parkinson, part of that double tight end attack of the Seahawks, and he's good for 5. 2nd down and 5 at the 15. 3 wide receivers in this formation. Puts the defense in the nickel, pitch out, and that's a nice pickup of 5. Charbonnet gets it on the ground. 8 rushes, 36 yards for him. Seahawks now 1st and 10 at the 20. Back to pass. Gino looks short, got his man, and another 1st down. Colby Parkinson for 10. They'll set up again, 1st and 10 at the 30. Seattle offense starting to hit its groove. Here's a flat pass. It's going to Will Dissly, attacking some 0-rated linebackers there, but this time the catch is made, but brought down right away by Jason Pinnock for a 3-yard loss. So 2nd and 13, Seattle. Two tight end set here. And there's an off-tackle run for 2 yards. And it's 3rd down and 11 for Seattle at their own 29. They'll split out 4 wide receivers now. Smith out of the shotgun. Back to pass and looking deep. Going to Jake Bobo, but he's going to be forced to dump it off. Here in the flat now to Zach Charbonnet. And Charbonnet on his own card is going to get just 3 yards. Quickly brought to the ground by Okereke, and it's 4th and 8. Seattle will punt. Here's a boomer. Dixon with a 59-yarder. Fair caught at the 9-yard line by Gunnar Olszewski. And the G-men, for I think the second straight time, are going to start 1st and 10 at their own 9. Second time they started at the 9. They'll start in a pro set formation. It's Matt Breida now in for Saquon Barkley to start this drive. DeVito back to pass. He is looking short. They avoid the blitz. And DeVito's going to scramble with it instead. And he's got himself a nice pickup. 8-yard run around the left edge. Makes it 2nd down and 2. Mentioned Matt Breida in the game. He still is on this play. Carded for 55 carries and only a 2.7 average. And on 2nd and 2, here's an off-tackle call to him. There's a man in the zone, but Breida on his own card is good for 2. That's just enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 at the 19. Both teams 1 for 5 on 3rd downs and 1 for 1 on 4th downs. Here's a pitch out, Saquon Barkley, and he's good for just 3. Daniel Bellinger on the left-hand side couldn't make the block necessary. Despite his 5 run block rating, it's 2nd and 7. They'll stay in that 2 tight end set. Here's an off tackle on 2nd and 7. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get himself 4 yards. Tight end Darren Waller was able to make the block, but not for many yards. There was a linebacker there. So 3rd and 3 now. Barkley, a slow start in this one. 8 runs for just 20 yards. Giants stay in the 2 tight end. Here's a flat pass left side to Bellinger, the tight end. 0-rated linebacker is there. Receiver opportunity, and Bellinger's got the catch. 1st down yardage out across the 35 and brought down at the 38. Picking up 12 yards on the play. Giants now at the 38-yard line. Here's a 1st down pitch out. Going to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose a yard. He was looking for a blocking back, and there was none to be had. Barkley came into this game 2nd in the league with 60 carries. 7th at 5.7 per carry, and he was 3rd in rushing yards at 343. But he's struggling today. 9 carries, 19 yards. Flat pass by DeVito. Barkley's got it for just 4 yards there, and it's 3rd and 7. Giants at their 41. And here comes a screen to the right, going right back to Barkley. DeVito goes to his own card, and it sets up a nice yak opportunity for Barkley, who blows it with the roll. There is a penalty. And it's holding against the Giants. Seattle declines it. And that will be 4th and 6. Lost a yard on that reception. So the Giants will punt from their 42-yard line. Jamie Gillen. That's a nice boomer. 50-yard punt down to the 8. And a return of 8 on top of that. Gets us out to the 16, and that's where the Seahawks will take over with 4:48 remaining in the first half. Checking in now in Jacksonville. Late fourth quarter, backups are in. C.J. Beathard is at quarterback, for example. Jags at home are winning 41-17. So a wipeout of the Falcons. Jags will improve their undefeated record to 4-0, and the Falcons will fall to 2-2. We'll come back and check later for that final score. There's a 6-yard run. DJ Dallas makes it 2nd down and 4. We do have more games tonight coming up. Broncos and Bears will be kicking off in 9 minutes. Third and 4 now for Seattle. They'll be looking to convert here so they don't have to punt to New York. Both teams tied at 7. Final 4 minutes of the first half. They're guessing run defensively, back to pass, short, and caught by Disley, the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 32. 10-yard pass, Geno Smith. And move the sticks. First down screen, and no good, incomplete. Pass intended for DJ Dallas. Coach Kaplan had a linebacker in the zone. So 2nd down and 10 here. There's an off-tackle draw and just 2 yards there for DJ Dallas. And that makes it 3rd and 8. And the Seahawks right now feeling the loss of Kenneth Walker. And on 3rd and 8, they'll split out 4 wide receivers. Geno out of the shotgun. Last play before the 2-minute warning. There's a flat pass right side to DK Metcalf. Incomplete, no good. DK Metcalf still looking for his first catch on the game. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 7. The Seahawks are punting it back to the Giants. From their 34, Michael Dixon. 49-yard punt going to be fielded at the 17-yard line. Gunnar Olszewski with 5 yards on that return. And the Giants begin at their 22. So both teams struggling to score here in the first half of this game. Here's a pitch out to Saquon Barkley on 1st down, and Saquon goes nowhere. Finds the number 5 on his wrong column. That's not what he's looking for. 2nd and 10. Barkley just continues to struggle. Safety Condre Diggs up close, showing blitz here out of the nickel for Seattle. And on 2nd and 10, here's a flat pass right side. This one's going to Darren Waller. And that's going to be a nice catch. And 5 yards is on the gain there. And that'll make it a much more manageable 3rd and 5 at their own 27. They're letting the clock run. Both teams are. They have their full complement of timeouts, but we're now at 1:15 and counting for this 3rd down and 5 at the Giants' 27. They split out 3 wides. Flat pass, left side. There's a linebacker there, 0 rated. DeVito on his card and incomplete. Interception split roll, but he's not a turnover guy. Nevertheless, 4th and 5. And the Giants now punt from their 27 with 1:07 remaining. Punt by Gillian. Excuse me. Return out across the 30 to the 32. And with exactly 1 minute to go before halftime, and the game tied at 7, Seattle takes over. Wow, offensive output in this game, 116 yards for Seattle and 83 yards for New York. Incomplete pass there. Geno Smith now 9 of 18. Just 67 yards. .52 seconds left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, so you got to be careful somebody doesn't get the silly idea to go long here. Here's a screen pass and incomplete. There were 2 men in the zone. Credit there to Coach Scott Kaplan, who doubled up his flats and came close to getting that to pay off on the defensive column. But 3rd and 10 for Seattle. Geno Smith back to pass, looks short. He's going for Will Dissly and incomplete. Almost picked off over there. But with 37 seconds left, it's 4th and 10, and Seattle will punt from their 32. .51-yard punt by Dixon. And fair catch by Olszewski. And with just 30 seconds left at their own 17, I imagine Coach Kaplan might just take a knee and get to halftime. Let's see. He's in the full house set. Looks like we have a final from Jacksonville. Tough to tell here, but it looks like it was 48-17. Wow. Jags coming out strong. Seattle takes a timeout. Boy, Mafe on the sack that last play. Just a 1-yard loss. Seattle doing the smart thing here. Make them take the snaps. Make them prove they can not turn it over. There's a quick out flat pass to Darren Waller. And on the defensive card, incomplete. And that was an interception split roll. Boy, the odds are low, but I'd be nervous throwing flat there like that. Example, if he'd had 2 men in the zone, that's picked. 15 seconds left here. Giants split out 3 wide receivers. Seattle, I guess, looking to force him to punt here. Back to pass, looking deep and brought down. Sack on the play, Leonard Williams. And indeed, Seattle takes a timeout with 8 seconds left in the half. It's 4th and 21. Giants are at their 6. So he's got to punt it here. Gillian needs a good roll. Pretty good roll here. It's a 49-yard punt across midfield at the 45-yard line of Seattle. And a big return. DJ Dallas goes for 32. And the algorithm, being what the algorithm is, only 7 seconds come off the clock. And that means Seattle's going to get a last-second field goal from Jason Myers. 40-yard field goal attempt is up. And it is good. And the halftime score, Seattle leads it 10-7. And we'll see if those coaches are going to be coming back up here. It looks like they're already into the next half. And indeed, there's your final. Jacksonville beat Atlanta 48-17. Big win in that one. And we are now past the scheduled kickoff time, Broncos-Bears, so we'll be looking for that one. Seahawks get the ball first here in the second half. They're 2nd and 6 now at their 29. There's a flat pass, DK Metcalf. There, he's got it. His first catch of the game is 10 yards and a first down. Seahawks now from their 39-yard line. Gino back to pass, looking short and incomplete. It's going right back to Metcalf, and that ball was almost picked off. On the split roll, 2nd and 10. Giants work out of the nickel because there's 3 wide receivers still out there for Seattle. Flat pass, Tyler Lockett. And Lockett goes for 6 yards only on the play. But it makes it a better shot here. 3rd and 4, Seattle at their own 45. Seahawks are undefeated at 3-0. Giants are winless at 0-3. Opening drive, second half. And on 3rd and 4, here's a pitch out going to Charbonnet. Defense was looking run and had a man in the zone, and they're going to shut him down. Just a pickup of 1. Great call there by Coach Kaplan. And it's 4th and 3, Seattle at their own 46. And they're going to go for it. You might recall I mentioned Coach Crowley, one of the more aggressive coaches out there, particularly on 4th downs. And they're going to go for this. 4th and 3 at their own 46. They're back to pass, looking short, and it goes to Tyler Lockett, who makes the catch and a first down. Geno Smith hit the best number on his card and converted. 1st and 10, now at the Giants' 43-yard line. So the risk pays off for Coach Crowley. 2 for 2 on 4th downs today. Geno Smith back to pass again. Defense looks run. It's a short pass. This one's going to DK Metcalf, and no good, incomplete. Found a soft spot on the Giants' defensive card, 2nd and 10. Geno Smith having trouble keeping his completion percentage above the Mendoza line. He's 12 of 25. Defense looks running. It's another pass. Short. Metcalf's got it. And he stretches for the first down. Pick up a 10 on the play. Seahawks now down to the Giants, 33. DJ Dallas in it, tailback. Defense looks run again, but it's a little look-in pass, but incomplete. And credit Coach Kaplan, 2 linebackers in the zone was the difference there. And it's 2nd and 10. Geno back to pass, looking short. This one's going to his tight end, Disley, and he's got it. Disley with a first down catch. 11-yard pickup. Seahawks now 1st and 10 at the 22 of the Giants. And this officially becomes the longest drive of the game. 11th play of the drive. Off tackle, left side, Zach Charbonnet. And Zach goes to his own card and picks up a short gain. Charbonnet with a good roll inside the 10 and finally tackled at the 7. 15-yard gain for Zach Charbonnet. And 1st and goal at the 7. The Seahawks bring out the full house formation. Back to pass, looking short, and sack on the play. Jihad Ward. Sacked Geno Smith for a loss of 7. Beat the guard on the play. It's 2nd and goal now at the 14. Tried to catch the defense look and run, and Coach Kaplan wasn't having it. Back to pass again, short, caught. Metcalf inside the 5 and brought down at the 3. His 3rd catch of the second half. It's 3rd and goal, Seahawks at the 3. Once again, the full house set. Seahawks trying to extend to a 2-score lead. Pitch out. DJ Dallas around the edge and not quite. Brought down a yard short. It's 4th and goal at the 1. And you know already what Dennis Crowley's going to do. Full house formation is out here again. Big high leverage play here at the 8:42 mark of the 3rd quarter. Seahawks are up 10-7. And they're going for it. 4th and goal at the 1. Giants do have Dexter Lawrence up the middle. A 6-rated nose. Here's a pitch out. Zach Charbonnet around the edge. Touchdown. Went to the defensive card, and Charbonnet cashes in his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game as Seattle extends to a 2-score lead. Extra point from Jason Myers is up and good. Mid-3rd quarter, Seahawks on the road now, up by 10, 17-7 on the Giants. Let's go ahead and check in because I don't see a game number unless I've missed it, and I don't think I have. And I think we are definitely past time, right? Broncos, Bears, 8:30 Eastern. Yep. So they were going to start. Let's hit them up, see if we can't get that game number. All right. Gave him the ping. We'll see what happens. For now, we return back here to New York, where Saquon Barkley finally, with a big run, practically doubles his yardage. 17-yard short gain on the defensive card. Barkley now 11 carries, 36 yards. Just a rough day. And they're going right back to him. Pitch out to Barkley. But this time there's a man in the zone, and Barkley has to settle for a 4-yard run. The end did make the block, Darren Waller. Second time he's done that. 2nd down and 6. Giants still in 2 tight end formation. DeVito back to pass. It's going to be a screen. Dump off. Saquon Barkley, and he's got it, but just 3 yards. Tackled right at the midfield stripe. So Giants, trailing by 10, face a 3rd and 3 at the 50. I can tell you that's 4-down territory for the Seahawks. Coach Crowley. Defense looks run. Here's a flat pass. 2 men in zone, so looking to get it on the quarterback card, and he does. Catch and run, 11 yards. DeVito to Slayton. 1st and 10 at the Seattle 39. A lot of time left in this one. Flat pass left side. This one's going to tight end Bellinger. Man in zone. And Bellinger earns himself a YAC opportunity, and he's got a good catch and run. 13-yard pickup for Bellinger. His 3rd catch of the game. The Giants 1st and 10 at the Seattle 27. Two tight ends. Off tackle, Saquon Barkley, and that's a nice pickup. 6 yards on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 4. Safety Diggs is up close, showing blitz here out of the 3-4 for Seattle. Barkley heads to the sidelines. Matt Breida in at tailback on this 2nd and 4. Defense looks run, but it's flat pass going to Breida. And that's going to be a nice catch and run, 9 yards. Move the sticks. Giants 1st and 10 at the Seattle 12. So Giants, after a 15-play touchdown drive by Seattle, Giants coming right back down the field with their best drive of the game. Back to pass. DeVito looking short, and he's going to be brought down. Sack on the play by Leonard Williams, his 2nd of the game. Pressure gets through on DeVito, and it's 2nd and 18 at the 20. Wow, Giants have 4 0-rated pass blockers right now. Flat pass, Barkley, and he's going to be brought down for a 3-yard loss. That on the defensive card, 1 man. So Giants are going the wrong way. 3rd and 21 at the 23. from right here, it's good shot at a field goal, but certainly not automatic. DeVito operates out of a shotgun here. And on 3rd and 21, here's a good call. Button hook, nobody in the zone. And Barkley's got the catch and run for 12 yards. There's a penalty, however. And actually a penalty on both teams, so they're going to replay the down. That'll wipe away much better field goal range. And right back at 3rd and 21, still out of the shotgun, DeVito. Flat pass, empty zone. There was an all-out blitz. DeVito going to Wandale Robinson, and that's going to be a yak opportunity going nowhere. In fact, it's a 3rd straight play that lost yardage. So that devolved quickly, and it's 4th and 22 at the 24. So from right here, Randy Bullock attempting a 41-yard field goal. It is up and no good. But a penalty wipes it away. It actually backs him up and wipes away his bad kick. He's going to get another shot at it. A 46-yard field goal, and he shanks it again. 2 through 7 and 12, and he missed it both times. And Seattle retains their 2-score lead, 17-7. Boy, the Giants needed that one. There's a 12-yard pass. First down, Seattle. Excuse me. I'm going to check something here. Giants have 122 yards of offense. Wow. All right, 1 second here. All right, excuse me. So sorry. Seattle getting the running game going. DJ Dallas for 8. Giants have a terrible run defense card. It's going to be a tough comeback haul here, I would think, for the G-men. Let's take a look and see if we got the game number here. And we do. Okay, so we do have that game up now. Let's go ahead. I was just questioning who made the post there. All right, let's just see the game. All right, and so we are actually late second quarter in Chicago. The winless Bears are up on the Broncos 7-3. And they have the ball, too. We will come back there soon. Let's check in here. Seattle facing a big 3rd and 6. And incomplete. So 4th and 6. Here comes the field goal from Jason Myers. 42-yard field goal attempt as they try to extend to a 13-point lead and do. Coach Dennis Crowley, another field goal from his kicker, and the Seahawks, looking to stay unbeaten, are now up 20-7. I mentioned earlier it's going to be a tough hoe for the Giants to come back. You're down by 14. The problem with the G-men is the offensive line. If there are no injuries, if everybody's healthy, they still have 4 out of 5 blockers that are 0 rated. Those guys give up automatic sacks. It's basically a turnstile. So if the Giants get in a position where they've got to pass, they're going to be in trouble. So a game like this where Saquon Barkley has just not gotten the rolls, which I mentioned as he loses 8 on that carry, it's just going to be real difficult for the Giants to do anything. Back to pass here. And did he get the pass off? Looks like we got a flush. And a 5-yard completion. So the Giants now 3rd and 13 at their own 22. It's getting late early in the Big Apple. Giants are down by 13 points, 20-7. Early 4th quarter, and they need this 13 yards to convert here. Back to pass DeVito. Looking short, and he's going to be forced to scramble. DeVito around the right side. He's headed toward the marker, and he's got himself a first down. Tommy DeVito needed 13, got 13 on a roll of 4 on his must run. So clutch moment there for the G-men. Move the sticks, 1st and 10 at their own 35. Back to pass, looking deep. DeVito looking for Darius Slayton. See if he can get it off, staring into that rush. And instead, we've got a dump off. This one's going to Wan'Dale Robinson, and that pass is caught for a 6-yard gain by Robinson. 2nd down and 4. Giants at their 41. Wow, incredibly less than 370 yards combined for these two teams right now. It was a good defensive struggle for much of the game until Seattle started asserting control. Incompletion to Barkley on that last play. It's 3rd and 4 now for the Giants. 2 tight ends. Barkley the tailback. There's a flat pass, but he can't get it off. Sack on the play. Leonard Williams with his 3rd sack. And it's 4th and 7. Giants from their 38, and they're going to punt it. So the Seahawks will get possession again with 11 minutes left in the game and a 13-point lead. And that punt falls dead about 50 yards downfield, 51 to be exact, and the Seahawks will take over a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Checking in now in Chicago. The Chicago Bears have a 4th and 2. I should say it's the Broncos with a 4th and 2 after the Bears with a successful key of the quarterback. 3rd and 1 went to 4th and 2 when the key on Russell Wilson was made. Nice call, Mike Martin, coach of the Bears. And now it's 4th and 2 at the Chicago 45. Broncos are going to go for it. So the big play on 3rd down. Can he back it up on 4th down? Pitch out, Javonte Williams, and he's got the 1st down and a gain of 9. Nice block on the play by Adam Troutman. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Chicago. Bears leading at home 7-3. I should say 2-minute warning in the first half. And back to pass, looking deep. And going to be forced to scramble with it is Russell Wilson. And do we have a penalty? What did we have here? We did. Illegal procedure on the offense. So back him up, and it's 1st and 15 for the Broncos. Defense looks running. It's pass short. Jerry Jeudy's got it. And again at 10 yards. That'll get the penalty yardage back and more. 2nd down and 5. Broncos are coached by David Kukofka. They come into the game 2-1 on the year. So a good start for David. He splits out 3 wide receivers here. And on 2nd and 5, Bears were looking run, but here's a screen to Javonte Williams, and he can't get it. Incomplete. Defense made that play, and it's 3rd and 5. That was a defensive card stop. 3rd and 5 at the Bears, 31. Broncos are 2 of 7 on 3rd downs. From right here, it'd be a 2-8, 11 and 12 field goal. Back to pass. Wilson looking deep. Man in zone. He's going for Cortland Sutton, but he's going to be forced to dump it off. Here in the flat, Jerry Jeudy, and he's got a catch, and he muscles his way for a 1st down. Jerry Jeudy in the flat pass right column gets 6 on 3rd and 5. And the Broncos will call their first timeout, stopping the clock with 1:15 to go before halftime. Four wide receivers split out here. Here's a pitch out. Samaje Perine, and Perine is brought down for a big loss of 8. Samaje Perine loses 8 yards. 2nd and 18, Broncos back at the 33. Field goal from back here would be to 2 to 7 and 12. Broncos split out 4 wide receivers here. Bears in the nickel. We're keeping an eye on Seattle and the New York Giants. Back to pass short and incomplete. Russell Wilson couldn't get it on his card, was looking for Cortland Sutton. And it's 3rd and 18. Just 45 seconds left in the first half here. Seahawks still winning on the road in New York, 20-7. And still driving in Giants territory. So they're in great shape there. Here's a screen pass. Samaje Perine for 5. That sets up 4th and 13 at the 28. So Broncos call timeout, and they'll kick a field goal here. From the 28 should be a 2 through 8, 11 and 12. Will Lutz. It's up, and it's good. David Kukofka picks up a field goal just before halftime. And the Bears' lead is now 7-6. Let's head over to the Seattle-New York game. Excuse me. Excuse me. Whew. All right, so the Giants are actually in decent shape all of a sudden here. As we come back, they're still down 13, but they're 1st and 10 in the red zone at the Seahawks 19. 3:36 left. Here comes a pitch out. Barkley on first down. Barkley goes to his car, and he's good for 6 yards around the edge. There's a penalty. And the Giants are flagged for holding. Exactly what they didn't need. There's 3 minutes basically left of the game. Giants only have 135 yards. And yet, believe it or not, they're still in this game. First and 20 now. DeVito in the shotgun. None of that matters without a quick touchdown here. First down screen goes to Barkley. So 1st and 20, they're going to try to pick up a little bit, and Barkley is good for 5. Clock still running down to 2:42. 2nd and 15. DeVito again out of the shotgun here. Seahawks trying to stay unbeaten. There's a pass to Waller, and he's got it. Catch for 11 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd and 4. He does not get out of bounds. And so the clock keeps running. 2:08, 2:07, 2:06 on the clock. 3rd down and 4 here. Giants at the 13. 3 wide receivers. Barkley's the halfback. Safety up close. Quandre Diggs showing blitz for the Seahawks. And on 3rd and 4, it's a draw. Barkley up the middle, goes to the defensive card, and Barkley powers for a first down. And that's where we are with a 2-minute warning in New York. Giants, 1st and goal now at the 8. But they trail by 13 with only 2 minutes remaining. All 3 timeouts, so this game is not over. DeVito back to pass. Looking short, looking for his tight end Bellinger, and he is going to force to run with it. Scrambles around the edge, and he gets just 2 yards. Out of bounds at the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal right there. DeVito did manage to stop the clock. Now Giants out of a 2 tight end set. Quandre Diggs up close, showing blitz again. Back to pass. DeVito looking short, halfback out of the backfield. Barkley's got it, touchdown. And that touchdown, DeVito to Barkley, makes it 20-13. Extra point could cut it to 6. Randy Bullock drills it. There's 1:37 remaining on the clock. I assume we're going to get an onside kick here. I wouldn't think you're going to gamble on your 3 timeouts. Here's the onside kick by the Giants, and no good. Seattle has it. At 1:30 left on the clock, the Seahawks take over in Giants territory at the 46. Back to pass, looking short, caught, first down. So Gino takes. Giants burn their first time out. Back to pass again, short and incomplete. Penalty, and it is pass interference against the defense. And that marks it off to the 24. Seahawks now 10 at the Giants 24. Giants needing a miracle in the Meadowlands, trailing by 6. There's a first down pitch out, and that's going to be 4 yards to Charbonnet. Second down and 6, and the Giants take their second timeout. Both tailbacks are fatigued in this game for the Seahawks. There's an off tackle, Charbonnet, and he's going to lose a couple. Nice key on the play by the Giants. They'll burn their final timeout. And it's 3rd and 8, but the Giants are out of timeout. So if I'm Seattle, I think I just take a knee here. Here comes a sneak for the quarterback. He gets a couple. Clock will run. And with 15 seconds left, the Seahawks are going to attempt a field goal that would clinch it. From 37 yards, Jason Myers is up. It's good, but there's a penalty. And that's a holding against the Seahawks. So that'll back them up to the 30-yard line. And they have to kick it again. Problem is, the time still's off the clock. And here comes the 47-yard field goal. That's good. And now with just 1 second left and a 9-point lead, the Seahawks are walking away with victory. Your final score in New York, the Giants lose at home 23-14 to the Seattle Seahawks. Dennis Crowley and his Seahawks remain unbeaten at 4-0. And the New York Giants and Scott Kaplan fall to 0-4. And looks like maybe we're in the second half here. Let's check a couple things. Do we have a new game number? We do not. And we'll keep an eye in case either of our coaches decide to pop in. I'm going to go ahead and close this and try to rejoin the game. And it looks like perhaps maybe the game number has changed or they've frozen or something because I can't get into the game. Looks like Scott Kaplan's attempting to come in, and there he is.
It's not cheap. You know what else isn't cheap?
We welcome Scott to the broadcast. Scott, how we doing tonight, buddy?
Rough game, man.
Dope. So dope, the menu has to go up 5.
It was a rough game.
Honestly, from my perspective,
Yeah, you're thinking that?
I think so.
I don't know if I could have called a better game. I just
Yeah,
didn't get the roles.
I didn't get to see all of it. I was going back and forth between a couple of games. I know you had the advantage of Kenneth Walker being fatigued, and his back certainly did get to their fatigue level. But boy, that pass blocking line of yours is such a handicap, Scott.
And run block, they don't do anything. They're terrible. So I get no really good runs. And
You just can't fall behind with that team when 4 of your 5 pass blockers are zeros.
I know. It's been a very frustrating season because this game was very tight until it wasn't. Actually, the final score was pretty close.
Yeah, it was real close, 23-14. Is that right? I think so. We just finished it.
He kicked that last field, but it was 20-14. But
yeah.
I had to do the onside kick, and he was just in field goal range. But Dennis is the best coach in the league. He's got a pretty decent
great
team.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
And
you kind of
just
have to be when you're going in there with those running backs and just still finding a way to get it done.
Yeah, it's just frustrating because I really don't. I half jokingly say I'm like the worst roller in Stratomatic. I can't. I just don't get the rolls that I need. Like whereas other people,
I believe in that kind of thing can happen.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like they'll go for a 3rd and 15 and nearly get sacked, and instead get a dump off and get 15 yards. And I'll call a play.
The dump off rule changed a lot of things. A lot of things are up in flux now because of that.
Yeah, but I don't seem to get those. People. It's like so frustrating. And with this team, there's such a bad team that if I keep it tight, if I can't punch in a few scores, then there's no way I can win a game.
Yeah.
I don't know why people don't do line bucks
for you, huh?
People should just do line bucks against me every time, because if they roll it to my card, 7 and 8 is a short gain. No matter what I do.
How many wins did the Giants have last year?
I think they went on a streak towards the end of the season. I think they won 5 or 6.
Okay. I wonder, because I agree with you that from a carded perspective, what I saw looked atrocious. When you have no run or pass blocking, and then you have the terrible, terrible run defense that's easy to exploit, you just don't have enough. You just don't have enough. You have too many spears through the heart before you ever walk onto the battlefield. It's kind of really tough to do that. I totally get it.
Yeah, it's really tough, and I don't really have an offense.
You have Barkley, and you can do a lot if you listen. A lot of quarterbacks can have success on wrong, so you have to be able to do some stuff with Barkley to make that work. You've had some success with that through the first 3 games, but he really got off to a slow start for you in this one.
Oh, he did nothing. I think I had 1 short gain all game.
Yeah, when you had a 17-yard run that got him to 11 carries for 36 at that point.
Yeah, it's that's just pathetic.
So yeah, I talked about that on the broadcast. You were struggling with him when you needed him, because you really need him early for exactly the reason I said. You just can't really afford to get 2 scores behind with that Giants team. I don't think it's.
And DeVito's my backup quarterback. I was even playing with a backup quarterback who actually played better than Taylor anyway. Tyler.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's a long season, and what I can tell you is, we always say, we always appreciate those coaches that come out here and take it on the chin for us, because
the cards are not always in everybody's favor. So appreciate you making the effort and, fighting with that team. And with any luck, you still can fight for that foul forward for that COY.
Yeah, that's going to be a toughie, but I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot. That's all you can do.
I was really hoping, like, I knew, I truly do believe Dennis is, if not, he's definitely one of, if not the best coach in the league. And,
Absolutely.
And, just to keep it tight is good
Yeah.
for me. But I really was hoping, okay, if I get a couple of rolls here, then you never know what and I did.
You
mean,
fought well enough, long
interception
enough to give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
But it's one of the sometimes, that when a team is so outclassed from a card perspective, sometimes it is tough to last 4 quarters. You need breaks, but you need breaks on top of breaks sometimes. Good calls and breaks. You need a lot of things to go your way to stay in it. And the longer a game goes, the more those cards tend to come out. And I think that's kind of what happened.
So, was it Arizona that I played where I was?
Yeah, you had a really high scoring.
I was up by 14 points, and there was no time left. He scores a touchdown. He does an onside kick, and he gets the onside kick, which is unheard of these days. And then he just drives right down the field. I could do nothing. It didn't matter what I did. I double teamed people. And then he scores, and then he gets the ball, and then in overtime he got the ball. I never touched the ball. 3 drives in a row.
Yeah,
that was a bad loss.
40 to 34. That was as brutal a loss as I think I've seen.
Yeah. Anyway, man, always enjoy it. It's always fun playing. So
I appreciate you coming out. I always enjoy talking to everybody, win or lose. It's good to see you, Scott. I hope everything's going well for you, and I'm sure we'll see you again down the road this season. Okay, buddy?
All right, man. You take care. Be good.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, everybody. So we're going to take one last look and see if I can't connect to that Denver-Chicago game. Not sure what happened on that one. And we'll give it a shot here. We'll give that a second and make sure. But it appears we might be done. I'm not sure if they ended up with technical difficulties or what happened here in the Denver game. All right, well, it appears that we are out of games to broadcast. So we're going to go ahead and call it for the night. There it is. So that's going to do it. For tonight, we had 5 games on tap and got partial coverage on most of them there. And we'll see. We've got more action tomorrow night, including the Chiefs, I know, are in action against the Jets. We'll see how that turns out. And the USFFL will roll on. We'll see as we go along.